And having to catch waves in mid, bot lane. Okay, so they're still going to try and find an angle. Emperor's Divide is up, which will be a bit more useful than the Weaver's Wall here.
Stun comes through, the bubble is there, but the flick back is gorgeous. First blood for 1xN. Crying flies through the play though, but Patron's still going strong. Crash down, flashed away from On, still alive as Crying falls. 1xN so low on HP, double kill for him as On tanks so much to make it happen. It's an absolute...
And I feel like Talia's just been faring incredibly well in the few games that we've seen her. Oh god, IG might give over more.
I don't know about this one, lads. Wink is stepped way too far forward. CNGen trying to slow, but he's going to be flicked back as well. Can they finish this one? Caliber and Q goes wide, but it don't matter because UCal is taking this game into his own.
Keeping up pressure. They're going to have to be careful, but we can see on the minimap, CNGen has no want of taking the scrap. Just wanting to chunk 1xN low for now.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to go any further than
set it up. I can be able to find some advantageous trades right now, but when you're going up against Bramble-plated steel caps, ooh, TP's coming through.
TP in the bottom side, 1xN, can he escape? Chocho's knocked up, but Crying wants the AD carry as well. Flashes to guarantee the ultimate. 1xN low, but he actually trades it. Somehow he's pulled that one off, and now the crash down from H1. Chocho moving back into the play. Crying's gone down. And TT come out ahead once more. Here comes UCal. The cavalry has arrived. The knock back into another kill. And TT come out on top again.
Talia, just so many tools to be able to maneuver through. I guess the most surprising part of that is the fact that the Aphelios found a kill as well.
Yeah, I was looking at that specifically as UCal has to flash away. YSKM is trying his best. Buffers it. The slow coming out. UCal solo killed. And that is a 450 goal.
Munchables.
Yeah, it's not so much an assumption when I've seen it in action.
I guess to be fair,
pick up the Herald. Yeah, that's a crying emote. Yeah, he did not mean to grab that Herald. On just right-clicking while in the culling and accidentally jumping aboard the Herald here. Hoya's on the flank, big fight going through. Chocho already having to use the ult, but Hoya's just not tanky, but neither's On, and he fails to flash, still survives, only just as Crying now flicks 1xN into the action, and On barely surviving, but survive he does. Crying goes down as YSKM finishes another one, and IG find themselves back in this game. Dragon taken, CNGen flashes to get UCal back into the fray, but YSKM might feel the brunt of that one. On jumps on in here, big damage available for them, but they can't quite finish it. There we go, on with another.
In a game that felt solidly in favor of TT, that was just...
Fruit coming on through, everything there. Keep him alive, YSKM. He's been too much of a problem, and TT have decided it's time to solve that problem. W used, all out used, and I think he's got away with it.
I mean, he's just huge, right? Iceborne Gauntlet, Thorntail, plated steel caps. Like, now they're pretty much always going to need UCal to be around if they have any hope of killing him. Hoya's not going to do anything in regards to that Cassante, but has picked that one up. So, going to be able to do an incredible amount of damage to some of the other members of IG, just not the Cassante. And now look how confident he is.
YSKM wants the 1v1. Hoya dashes over the wall. This is the knockup though. YSKM is not afraid of that tower. Another solo kill, and YSKM, he wants it.
yeah, we can go with that.
Flick back, goes slightly wide. On charging forwards, and Beitwan just ain't that tanky yet. 1xN knocked up by tidal wave as well. They're okay. A few ultimates, but
that awkwardness by pulling them up towards Spare, and they have no vision here.
Yeah, it feels dangerous to start that though, and I think IG calling them out. Great little engage. Chocho's down, Arn is down as well. Not Arn, sorry, 1xN. Beitwan chased as YSKM tears through them. Hoya, that's a good amount of sustain. Takes out Arn, almost took out Wink as well.
Eating that in frontlining for them, and they just weren't ready.
No, they were absolutely... I mean, the whole play, the whole sequence felt a little lackluster, right? They moved over to Baron, but they didn't even toy with actually starting the Baron. It all felt a little bit wonky. Here we go, though. YSKM just jumps into the midst of everyone. Beitwan is annihilated. Drake taken by IG. And I mean, this is just brutal to watch now. YSKM is taking over individually, and IG are more than happy to follow in his wake.
And again, Beitwan having another kind of rough game. on the rel. TT have showed us they can have solid early games, but once you get to the mid game, it just is not the same. IG on the opposite side, though, I really like how we've seen them play out the like past, you know, about 10, 15 minutes of the game. They've been waiting for their opportunities. They haven't ignored, you know, catching some sides or making sure they can deal with the Aatrox, and they've constantly been looking for picks.
Oh my days, Hoya! He's actually gonna go down. No, Cryin misses the ultimate, and it means Hoya's still alive. Tower's still up. Cryin 1 HP, but walks
just push them off turret, potentially set up for maybe even Tianjin's ult and be able to finish the structure up. But Hoya's looking for a flame.
Here we go, Yukal's there as well. Wink is caught in the corner, but it's on the target that they really want, and Hoya annihilates that health bar. Wink will go down too, and TT have themselves an opportunity. Everything was going so well for us.
It feels like at that point in time, that's when you call off the play, and you have to do something else. Now IG gonna try and pivot back to threaten this dragon. YSCam is off to the side now with no ult.
Hoya's threatening here. Beichuan is in, and Tianjin can't get in for the smite. So dragon taken by TT. They lost an inhib for this. I felt a little bit too close for comfort there for On. Nearly got caught by the flick back. YSCam soaking that as a TP. YSCam behind enemy lines. Beichuan just goes in instead, but Chocho can't save him. 1xN now, next target. He pulled straight into the team. He's still alive somehow, but finally falls. Hoya will be next. YSKM, take a bow. We certainly do know you at this point. Yukal, last man standing and last to be cut down.
Great game from IG. They fell behind early, but they came back strong through YSCam's play on a tank.
Absolutely. I mean, is tank the word for Cassante? I feel like there's a great many words that could be used to describe Cassante. He definitely does a lot more damage than a tank realistically should. It's going to be game 1 for IG. Fantastic.
Channel. Zero, you're just seeing it flashed on by Beichuan.
Oh, flash for flash here. Wink knocked back here. True Shot Barrage goes wide, but it will not matter. First blood taken by 1xN. A very patient slowdown between game 1 and 2 here. 1xN positioning quite aggressively, looking for whatever he can find here, trying to get information for his team on that Ezreal. You can
did a nice job surviving till now. We'll see if they can outplay with the summoners they have.
Yeah, they do have their summoners, and that's going to be a stun going in. Chocho, the target, flashes. Tianjin gets on top of him. Wink tanking up forever as 1xN gets back under the tower, but on so low on this one. Tianjin going to tank it now. It reset on the minions as well. It's a perfect dive. I will start to crash this. Oh no, Cryin's here, Tianjin's here. The focus on this bottom side. You asked for more focus on the Draven, and boy, are IG delivering. Cryin cuts off the wave, whirling death in. Look at that damage. Unhappy to get another cash in. 3-0 on the Draven. This is what we wanted to see. Completely doomed. Don't throw away Summoner as well, but IG 2,000 gold ahead at this point. They're feeling strong, but TT are actually going to be able to get this Herald anyway.
Ooh!
They're not looking for a Herald, though. They're looking for a juicy little Ezreal. Great stun coming on through, and a beautiful follow-up from Tianjin. Looking for Chocho as well, but he's wiser than that.
Not yet.
It's a hard dive to make happen, but they do have the Herald to work with. Beichuan is not going to let him walk away. No chance. Trying to position it, trying to find his way, but it's not going to happen. Beichuan, though, gets the slow, but Cryin's flash, it does get him out.
Yeah, I saw on the mini map that On threw his whirling death. It didn't look like he threw. Yeah, I guess it would make a lot of sense. I also love Collector finished up for On. This when Draven starts feeling really huge. His flank coming out from Hoya.
Wow, that damage onto Tianjin. He's basically one-shot. Cryin just scoots on out of there into his jungler.
Luckily for TT, still gonna be able to cover both lanes, or will they not?
Oh, YSKM wants another solo kill, but Yukal just walks away. Tries to clear the wave, the Whirling Death is in. On's arrived, the whole team has come into the scene here. And On takes one turret shot for his trouble, but they're happy with that one. And in the meantime, the other mid laner's in trouble. Hoya will be the one to finish that kill, and it is not a good day.
Traded. TT might even... Okay, so shouldn't be able to find two, but we'll find that one down in bot. So pretty close game despite the gold score. TT did a nice job at being able to answer back with
slam down, and well, not a whole lot you can do about that.
Yeah, just, you know, obviously not expecting Hoya to be in that brush, but it seems like questioning whether anyone would be here at all. As now, here it is, Herald Play comes out from TT. He's going to be able to open up mid lane turret as well. 3 turrets. They also, oh, big flash.
Okay.
What was that?
Bold from Baitron. Both junglers get one shot. Oh, Hoya! Massive damage on the back line. YSKM goes in, but that's a lot of damage that they can do to him. Crying, hit by the volley. Drake spawning in 13 seconds. Neither team has a jungler. No ultimates available here as Hoya goes back in once again.
Now DT going to be able to get the fruits of their labor. I like the quick transition to top from IG. Just being able to dissuade that Ash Arrow is going to be a big difference maker for IG to be able to survive.
Oh, going for Crying, he flashes in a straight line, and Hoya is instantly there to capitalize. What a pick coming out from TT. That might just open up a Baron. Mid laner down. His TP's available, but he's not up for 35 seconds.
And this is exactly their best to clear those out as quickly as they can.
I just love that we've got this Ashe versus Varus support matchup. The stun lands, the roots are there to follow it up. Knocked back, the shockwave dodged by the ultimate. He jumps back out again. Can he escape from this one? Baitron can't close the gap, but 1xN can. UCal is chunked though, Crying trying to get that damage down. Oh, that's spotting literally all of this. The Hawk Shot comes in. TP is being channeled by IG. They are committed to the play. Ult comes out from the Varus very early on, but the Baron's taken already. IG just
Baitron has ult.
Full vision was there for TT. Baitron throws out those roots. Can he follow it up? He's out of range for the W. Has to flash over the wall. YSKM pulled in. Commits to the ultimate just to try and trade.
Weak recall,
he loses his own life. Hoya trying to find more. Wink and Crying in a really awkward spot now. The TP denied as well. Crying will fall, and Wink has nowhere to run. Supportal combat as he tries to take out Jojo, but there's no chance.
That was just so frustrating to see towards the end. I feel like it's one we have in the LPL.
Yeah, I'm fully on board at this point. It does feel that way. Another Chem Soul.
Member loss for IG ends up being a 3.
Yeah, I feel like with the empowered recalls as well, you could just run.
Yeah.
Oh, Crying's got out. No, oh my god, the Q damage from Hoya is obscene. That was like half of his alpha for 1 Q.
It's annoyance with the fact that they have to catch sides against the Aatrox. It's like you said, like, sure, there's a bunch of other CC, like the Maokai, like stuff like that. But when you're alone, you are just gonna die.
Yeah, so long range. They find it. The roots coming through as well, and they found On. That's Cleanse Burnt. Next time an arrow's up, On is in trouble. The Weaver's Wall will buy a tiny little bit of time, but not very much. They've got to keep their eyes on that Orianna ball. The Shockwave is up, and it is going to do damage. 10 stacks on UCal's Dark Seal at this point.
I feel like they've shown us like a similar level of highs and lows so far, even if the frequency at which they've shown them has been a bit different, right? Considering TT1 and 2, IG 2 and 1, but now IG posturing more aggressively.
They found a pick. Baitron is the target. Jungler could go down here, whirling death to finish it, and another cash in for On. And now an opportunity for IG. I think one of the scary things as well is Hoya has got a Sterix now. He's got that spell shield too. Hang on, there. That's an Ezreal. The wall's not going to do a whole lot to catch him. As now TT move in, and Tianjin engages? I don't know about that one, Chief. Tianjin down.
Running away, now what?
Yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't meaning in reference to what you said. I was more just meaning like, yeah, I don't know.
You were just
weird
one.
Weird one. Tianjin basically one shot again here as 1xN goes upwards in the play. YSKM is doing big damage on the backside. UCal's low. But 1xN was just waiting for him. He's trying to 1v1 this Yone, but I don't know if he wins that 1v1. In the meantime, Hoya has taken over the game. 8-0-3, and showing us why they picked this Aatrox.
And just showing that this was a much better game to go for the Aatrox. Go this build. And, I mean, you have your pick of the litter in terms of squishy champions that you just destroyed.
Absolutely fantastic stuff coming out from Hoya. And that's going to be game. That is going to be TT pushing us to 3. It was a tough win. It was a slog for them, losing to... but not willing to stay, as Cryan did go for a reset himself. Looking for 1xn, but root down, won't be able to find it, and oh boy, YSKM can't dash away with his ultimate. Doesn't have flash available. The Q3 flash comes through, and it's Hoya grabbing first blood.
Great job by Hoya. I mean, that's draft, but we really haven't seen, like, again, good quirky packages or even decent execution. Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't know if that's necessarily the play that UConn wants to go for.
I don't want to highlight.
He's named after that play.
They need to be decisive because YSKM's pushing top.
Well, they've gone in. UCal's going to be knocked up. He's almost done to UCal there, but flashes out to safety. Rail good across the team, and Hoya is onto Arn. Forces the flash, forces the dash, but cannot get that kill. Tianchen next on the chopping block as Hoya gets out with his life. Q3 available for the knockback. Cryan goes in and instantly knocked up, but gets the Shurima shuffle. Hoya gets one anyway, though, somehow living on and almost took out Arn.
Gets pushed right into Tianchen. TT even surprisingly gonna manage to pick up this Drake. So
universe that Cryan isn't screaming down the mic. I'm TPing, I'm going for the play, you know, like.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a defensible position. And they will take down the tier 1 in the mid lane. But one thing we were talking about before, I think YSK, I think they're happy with that. With the Corky center composition, I think you're happy for this to just go as long as possible. TP from UCal, YSKM in all sorts of trouble. The roots go wide, the ultimate goes in, and YSKM looking pretty good on it so far. The knockup comes through, but the shield is there. It's 1v3, there's only so much the man can do. A fair attempt.
YSKM's getting a tower unbothered, unfettered, just left alone. Split push against the Yone. Package now has to be wasted.
Hoya takes a huge chunk. Wave finally cleared by TT. The Drake down to 5k. Tianchen in the area with Smite up. And now the TP comes through from YSKM. It's going to be a full-on 5v5, but the tidal wave is a bit of a whiff. Aren't getting a bit of damage onto Hoya. Baytron's still there, looking for the Smite as the roots come through. Tianchen to step too far forward, the Q3, but he gets the Drake! They kept on DPSing. Railgun for the shield as YSKM's into the back line here. Chocho tanking for his team. Baychuan flashes out to safety as Chocho, the sacrifice. 2 kills into the pocket of Cryan, and IG get everything.
IG.
This is down to 10k. They're not really rushing it. They want the fight here, the TT. They're not actually looking for the objective right now. They're looking to set UCal up to just poke away. Tianchen now moving in. Q3 knocks him closer, takes a good old chunk. The root is there as well, followed back by another root. The railgun through, but is it enough? Saved is the mid laner, has now pulled over. Tianchen down, that's the jungler taken. And TT, great bit of objective play coming out from them. Can they follow it up with more? Looking for another engage here, force the flash out from the enemy team, and that's another flash as well. The CC is all immaculate from TT, and YSKM dives in. Baytron twisted advanced. He's baited in and forced the flash back out.
There's one time I can't be going at a similar place it has all game. We do have TP coming out in top from Cryan, so IG are hoping to find something off of this. And oh, Muncher, actually a ping's going.
Either. I don't know if IG can commit to this one, honestly. YSKM dips back out. He doesn't have his ultimate available right now as they charge them down. The rockets are doing damage, and the jungler falls. No, Redemption pulls it back in. The crash down across the team. Can they turn it? Jungler down. YSKM on the front line right now, but he has to back away. On with the culling, but he can't find a good target. Baychuan is left alone, though, and should be traded, but Chocho jumps in to try and save him. The sustain is crazy from TT, and it's a 1-1 in the end. Cryan wants a little bit more, but Baychuan gets away.
These fights are... And could have had a much better angle to use that package now. No time to figure that out.
Arn uses the culling quite early on. 4k on the Baron. They're just going to burn this. It's going to be taken. IG grab the purple worm, and it's a huge ult combo as well. IG, they find their moment. Hoya with a Q3, but I don't know if this is a fight he can really take. Taken down, and TT left to run to their bases. IG finally get the goal they've been looking for.
And now, no front line up for the side of TT. Only it was actually like significantly ahead of YSKM in terms of items. Now, I mean, they just look like they don't really know how to deal with the IG siege. It's going to be hard for them to really get past this Baron. And I kind of feel like TT's best mark is, oh, those rockets are hitting.
Here we go, TP behind enemy lines, but UCal's done it, UCal! It's an absolute nightmare. Chocho looking for on here. Hoya has to make a miracle happen. On the target, dodges the pop-up, and Chocho's down already. And this is double for the Lucian. He somehow survived. And now they can move into the base here, but H1 just about gets out of range of Kraken's ultimate. That could have been a disaster. And I don't think they can end the game, but they might get 2 inhibitors. Maybe they can end. I don't know if 1xN is enough damage to take on all 5 players.
It is going to be a close one. Culling going to be up once again for Ons. He's going to be able to chunk them low and send them right to Fountain.
Oh yeah. Buffers his W, keeps himself safe, gets back. For IG, they are on the cusp, but honestly, I do feel they have been the better team.
Yeah, I mean, they just hit so hard, and they have so many, like, non-committal tools to deal damage as well, which is funny, because that's what we really should be saying about TT and the range that they drafted. But now, eyes on UCal once again. This game should be over, but I'm excited to see if they can bring it back.
Let's see what they can do. Hoya taking so much damage already. The shields across the team. YSKM, what an ulti, but it doesn't really lead to anything in this. YSKM on 1 HP here. TT surviving. 1 Nexus tower down. 3 inhibs down. Can they hold on? They're trying their damnedest to stay in this game, but Hoya, he's gone too far forward. A TP from UCal, who had left the base, and his TP gets interrupted. TT still pretty much all alive, but not anymore. Crying has had enough. IG, it was excruciating, but they do finally finish it.